verses 11 and 12. Chapter 4, verses 11 and 12. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers. For what? I said for what? Again? For the perfecting of the saints, not for the destruction of the saints. And you know, sometimes some people wonder how some of us will relax. Because sometimes you see, there are people that threaten. I remember I was talking to one of my professors, because he wanted all of us students, and we were very small. Mathematics class, we're always small, you're always small. We're just about 12, and then he wanted us to come and do something in his house, just near to the final exam. And that's at the university. And then eventually, as you know, everybody, he said, how many of you will come and you'll do this thing? They all raised up their hands, and I didn't raise up my hand. And then he looked at me and mentioned and said, didn't you raise your hand? I said, no, sir. He said, will you not come? I said, no, sir, I'm not coming. He said, why not? I said, because that is not Christianity. He said, because he loved traditional occultic things. And he was real professor, great professor. And he said, what, Christian? He said, what kind of Christianity? I said, I'll talk about it. Then I began to talk about being born again. Jesus Christ died on the cross of Calvary. And he died for you and he died for me. And since I received Jesus Christ, I don't do any of those things anymore. Oh, he said, this kind of Christianity will be wiped out in Nigeria. I said, sir, it's impossible. You cannot do it. Because you see, it's for the perfecting of the saints. Nobody can destroy the church. I said nobody can destroy the church. You know, sometimes if you put anything in the mouth, if you put in the leg, you do anything you do, I'll just be looking at you like this, because I know this church will be perfected. Because he gave some. You know, somebody, you don't recognize my power. I am an apostle. I will destroy this church. I said, God does not send apostles to destroy the church. He has given us apostles and prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers for the perfecting of the saints. There's only one thing you can do, is to perfect the saints. And if you're not in the business of perfecting the saints, the Lord will get you out of the way. Because the church is going to be perfected.